believed in Nabi Isa alayhi salam as the Messiah, but also believed that he was the Son of God and the third person of a Trinity. These people will now be forced, when they see him, when he comes back, with his hand resting on the wings of two angels, and he comes back to the world, and Imam al-Mahdi is standing there and he declares, here he is, this is the son of Mary. At that time, this history will reoccur. History will repeat itself. At that time it was the rod striking the water. Now it's too late. At this time it is Nabi Isa alayhi salam coming down. Now it's too late. If you had not declared faith before, now it is too late. The rest of our lecture is interesting. Before the final moment arrived, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Musa alayhi salam, take your rod and strike the water. Before that occurred, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala caused a number of His signs to unfold in Egypt. How many were there? Can someone help me? How many were there? 7. How many? 12. How many? Somebody said 7, somebody said 12. How many signs were there? The Quran answers the question. The Quran says that there were 9. I was afraid I might not be able to remember the 9, so I wrote them down. The first one, and you will see in a moment, at that time it was 9, at this time it is 9. At that time it was 9, at this time it is 9. Yes? Number 1. When Musa alayhi salam was there in the desert, it was almost dark, the place was cold, and he had his wife and children with him, and they were lost. And then he saw a fire in a distance. So he told his wife and children, stay here, let me go. Maybe over there by the fire I could get some directions, or at least I could bring back a burning branch so we could make a fire, get some warmth. When he reached the fire, there was nobody there. If it was you or I, we get scared, we run away. A fire in the desert and nobody there? I'll be scared, won't you? And then a voice spoke, but nobody there. Now you get even more scared. Inni ana Allah. Allah is speaking. It is me, I am Allah. La ilaha illa ana. There is no God beside me. Take off your shoes, Musa. He took it off quickly, very quickly. And then Allah spoke to him. That's why he's known as Kalimullah, the one whom Allah speaks. That I'm giving you a mission, Musa. This is your mission. Fir'aun, he has exceeded all the limits as they are now exceeding in the Holy Land. He has exceeded all the limits of oppression, wickedness, evil conduct against the servants of Allah. So go give him a warning for me. Tell him, stop this oppression of yours, this wickedness of yours, and release my people. So Musa said, I need some help. Would you allow my brother to go with me? Harun alayhi salam. Yes, Harun can go. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the first sign that you will give to Egypt and to Pharaoh. What is that in your hand, Musa? alayhi salam. Oh, this is my stuff. I use it with the sheep and other things. Musa, throw it on the ground. Now when you teach these children, when you teach the story to children, make sure you have a rod in your hand, okay? Make sure you have a rod in your hand. Make sure it is night time. Get a lantern. Get a bottle with some kerosene, light it, make a flambeau, a light, okay? And then you have the children around the fire, and then you throw the rod on the ground. And from the time you throw the rod, you must jump back quickly. Jump back quickly. Something is happening. The rod became a snake. Okay? Musa, hold on to it. So now you're going to try to hold the rod, the staff, but you must show fright. You're afraid to go hold it. No. So the children are watching you. And the children are learning, they're reliving this story. And then when he held on to the snake, it became a rod once again. That's sign number one. And then Musa alayhi salam, put your hand underneath your arm. Now take it out. And when he took it out, it was gleaming with light. White light. But nothing wrong with his hand. Now go. So Musa alayhi salam went and delivered the signs. As we must also deliver the signs. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Musa alayhi salam went and delivered the signs at that time. And these are the first two, and there were 7 more. As we also will have 9 this time. And we also must call the attention of people to these 9 signs. We'll come to that in a moment. But when Musa alayhi salam delivered the signs, they did not bother with him. No. So then Allah instructed Musa alayhi salam, and the other signs came one after the other. There was frogs. You sit down to eat your akani, it's called? Akani? And you sit down to eat your akani, a frog jumps into the food. You go in the bathroom, you have a bucket of water, you want to take a ghusl, and as you dip, a frog is in the water. And then you lie down on the bed with your wife at night time to sleep, and between you and your wife is a frog. So this was sign number 3. And then there was lice. Lice. In your hair. Everybody, lice, all over the place, lice. And then there was locusts. And you know what the locusts do? They destroy all the crops. And then there was drought, no rain. So as a result of the combination of drought, no rain and locusts, you now have short crops, shortage of food. And then you have tufan. No, that's not an easy one. Tufan. Even the scholars of Arabic have difficulty with tufan. Some say tufan was showers that became floods, or powerful wind like a hurricane. Whatever it was a sign. And then finally, that the water of the river Nile became blood. Either the water of the river Nile became blood, or water became blood. So these are 9 signs. And every time Allah will unleash a sign or unfold a sign to them.